Can you hear me?
Hey YouTube, it's me again today doing my nightly blog. And today I'm gonna be talking about women and young women and self-confidence about yourself. So I hope you guys like my blog. Today's poem of the day, or not poem, today's quote of the day. I'm not gonna do a poem today. The quote of the day is by Anonymous. I'm not sure who this is by, but it says, "Being happy doesn't mean that everything is perfect. It means you've decided to look beyond the imperfections." Now, I like this poem because it can go for anything. It can go for appearance. It could go for inner things that's going on. It could go for circumstances. It could go for boyfriends. It can mean anything. Anything that you're not okay with in your life that, you think that should be better, this could stick with. So whatever it is, no matter how big or small. And if it's an issue to you, it's going to be a big issue. Somebody else might not think it's a big issue, but it's a big issue to you. So having the ability to look beyond negativity and look for positivity, even in a big problem, is always a good thing. Because it's not so much the problem as the solution. You can't go through life just harping on the issues and the bad that's in your life, because there's always going to be somebody that has a bigger issue than you. There's always going to be somebody. There's always going to be somebody that doesn't have as much money as you, and you might not think you have a lot of money. It's always going to be somebody that has a worse job than you when you think you have a bad job. It's always going to be somebody that's sicker than you when you think you're the sickest. It's always going to be somebody that thinks they're, I don't use the word ugly, but just for the sake of argument now, there's always going to be a girl out there that's going to think she's uglier than you, and you might think horrible things about yourself. There's always somebody that's worse off. So you have to look at it like the circumstance that you have now is the best circumstance you can be in. And the only thing that you could do at the end of the day, on a religious standpoint, because I am religious, I do believe in God, is fall to your knees and pray. No matter what you go through, you can always pray and ask to be blessed and come out of this, because God never gives you anything that you can't handle. So even if you think life is just going bad and it's so horrible, you can always turn to God. If nobody else is around, parents, mom, dad, brother, sister, cousin, aunt, uncle, whomever, you always have God, no matter what. You can always pray and ask for help. And when you're ready to give over your issue to God, you will be surprised at the answers that He gives you. And sometimes no response is an answer, because it just might not mean that it's just not for you. But your ability to look beyond imperfections and things that are bad and going wrong in your life and horrible, your boyfriend and cheated on you and did you wrong, look at it and say, hey, you know what, this boyfriend cheated, that means he's not for me, that means there's somebody else out there that's for me, and that person is going to be 10 times better. If it's a job, that job, you might not get that job, but please believe there's another job for you, and you might love that job better than the job that you thought you might have wanted. Anything that you can think of that's going bad. I've had things that have happened in my life that I thought were just horrible. I've dated guys that I thought, okay, you know what, I really like him, let's see how far this goes. And he turned out to be a creep, a jerk, a douchebag, whatever you want to call it. He turned out to be horrible and not for me. And all I can keep thinking to myself is, there's somebody out there for me that's going to be perfect, that's going to compliment me and not complicate me, pretty much, for the lack of a better way to put that. I've gone through things with jobs where I felt like, hey, I really want this job, and somebody else has got that promotion, or somebody else got that job and I didn't, or somebody else got a job, period, and I still didn't have a job, and I felt bad about myself. But feeling bad about yourself does not help any situation. What helps situations is finding solutions. Concentrating on the problem does nothing but keep the problem alive. Face the problem, say, hey, this is what's going on, and I need to create a solution. If the job is your solution, keep putting out your resumes. Keep filling out job applications, because something will come up. If boyfriends is your problem, dump whatever fool that you're dating that's doing you bogus and doing you wrong, that's cheating, creeping, out in the streets, not coming home, if you live together, not doing the right things, if you guys don't live together, out with other girls, or, things like that, or you find yourself crying more than you do smiling and laughing, let it go. Let it go. Look beyond the fact that you'll be single and look at it like, hey, I'm going to be that much better off without him. Because sometimes being by yourself is the best remedy to finding somebody that's meant for you and that's going to be an asset to your life rather than try to bring you down as a person. So no matter how bad things are going in your life, sitting around, complaining about it, feeling sorry for yourself, that never, ever helps. Ever. So that's when yesterday's blog comes into play. And have girlfriends that help you through stuff and uplift you and not want to continue to bring you down. That don't sit around and say, yeah, that dude did you bogus, you need to do this and you need to do that. No, my mom always taught me that the best revenge is success. So if somebody has wronged you, prove them wrong. Not only just prove them wrong, but prove it to yourself that you can do whatever it is that you want to do. And make sure you do have good girlfriends around. If you have a sister, create a good bond with your sister. Create a good bond with your mother. Have positive people around you so that positive energy comes to you. Always have positive energy. Don't have negative energy where, you have a whole bunch of your girlfriends cackling around, telling you to do this and do that, and you know in your heart that it's not right for you. It's not right for you, period. Remove it. Remove it because it's negative. And once again, you don't want negative energy around you. You want everything to be positive. The more positivity that you put out, the more positivity that you bring in. I'm not saying it's going to be easy because nobody said that the road in life was going to be easy. And sometimes the road less traveled is the harder road, but it sometimes turns out to have the best reward. So just because everybody's doing one thing doesn't mean it's meant for you. You might have to take a different road towards it, but don't consider it to be something bad. Take it as, hey, this is going to be a life lesson, and it's going to be great when I get to whatever goal that is that you want to meet. If it's graduating college, do it. If it's graduating high school, do it. Whatever it is that you have goals for and set out to do it, don't think about the struggle it's going to take to get there. Think about the pleasantries that you're going to get after you've got there. Think what my motto in life is: work hard, play hard. So if you work hard and do what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it, then you can play hard. And you won't have to be stuck doing something that you don't want to do later. That is my biggest motto in life. So anyway, I hope you guys liked my little blog today. It was kind of short, and I hope you guys like my quote of the day. And I hope you guys are taking heed to some of these quotes and just living life and just remembering in your day-to-day life because they really are great quotes. And that's all I have for you guys tonight. See you tomorrow.